Let's use fraction multiplication to play a game called Tap Shot. Tap Shot is a competitive game played in a head-to-head competition or in teams of 2. Each game of Tap Shot will require the Tap Shot game board and a quarter. But don't worry if you don't have a quarter. You can just use a paper clip. Each player will also need a recording sheet and a pencil. The first step is for the players to assemble the Tap Shot game board. The game board is broken up into 3 sheets of paper. Carefully tape along the edges of the paper. Find an area where you can play Tap Shot. You may need to set the game board on a floor or a tabletop. Each player should have the scorecard and a pencil. In this game, it's the blue player against the green player. Choose which player will start the game. In this match, it's the blue player. The blue player will place the quarter or paper clip down anywhere in the launch zone. And now, for the gameplay. The blue player will need to give a tap to the quarter, knocking it towards the other side of the game mat. They may choose to use the finger flip method or the slide. The blue player knocks the quarter towards the other side of the game mat. It comes to a stop in this section right here. The blue player will use the numbers along the arrow heading in this direction. So the quarter stopped in the zone that says 5/6. The blue player will mark down the fraction 5/6 in the box for shot 1 of the first period. And now, it's the green player's turn to take their first shot. The green player will start by moving the quarter anywhere in their launch zone, and now give the quarter a tap towards the other side of the game mat. The quarter came to a stop between these 2 zones. Which score should the green player write down on their scorecard? In Tap Shot, when the quarter is between 2 scoring zones, choose the zone with the higher score. So the green player will use the number 1.5 for their first shot. And now, back to the blue player for their second shot of the first period. Whoops! The blue player got a little aggressive. The quarter is off the board. If a player hits the quarter off the board, they get a score of 1/6 for that shot. Play continues this way with players taking turns tapping the quarter down the mat until each player has taken 4 shots. That's the end of the first period. Let's take a look at each player's scorecard. Now it's time to multiply the score for each shot times the value of a quarter, 1/4. Each player works to find out their scores. Next, find the total score for the first period by finding the sum of the 4 Tap Shot scores. Of course, they will need to find a common denominator. In this case, 24. The green player adds up the sum of their 4 shot scores. They got 24 24ths. The blue player finds their total score. They scored 20 24ths. And now it's time to convert that total score into goals. Use that conversion chart available on the scorecard. If the score is 1/4 or greater, 1 goal. 1/2 or greater, 2 goals. 3/4 or greater, 3 goals, and so on. The green player's score was equal to 1. They get 4 goals. The blue player's score was greater than 3/4, so they get 3 goals for the first period. The green player will start off the second period because they have the higher score. Play continues this same way for periods 2 and 3. At the end of the game, each player's scorecard looks like this. The players calculate their scores for the third period. And the winner is the green player. The green player scored 12 total points while the blue player scored 10. But don't worry, blue player. Just keep trying. You'll get 'em next time. And now you're ready to play Tap Shot.